Is there anyone you shouldn't friend on Facebook? The best case in this regard came out of North Carolina. In a child custody trial, the opposing counsel were sitting with the judge in the judge's chambers when the topic of Facebook came up. One of the lawyers said, "Oh, I'm on Facebook." The judge said, "Oh, I'm on Facebook." The opposing counsel said she does not use Facebook. Well, I guess that evening the judge and the one counsel who was on Facebook friended each other, and they began to exchange some posts on each other's walls about the case. At one point, the lawyer posted to the judge's wall something along the lines of, "Boy, I have a great judge." The comments they exchanged about the case were fairly innocuous, but still they exchanged comments specifically about the case. The judge entered a decision in the case, and later on, the opposing counsel found out about these Facebook exchanges, moved to vacate the judge's decision. The judge did, in fact, at that point, recuse himself from any further proceedings in the case, and the decision that was entered in the case was vacated. I believe the judge also was given a public reprimand by the Judicial Ethics Commission in the state. Massachusetts recently the Massachusetts Judicial Ethics Commission recently laid down a rule. I think the decision came down right around the first of this year, although it was dated in December, and in which they wrote specifically that the committee is of the opinion that the Code of Judicial Conduct prohibits judges from associating in any way on social networking websites with attorneys who may appear before them. Stated another way, in terms of a bright-line test, judges may only friend attorneys as to whom they would recuse themselves when those attorneys appeared before them. That's a pretty bright-line test as to judges. I think for attorneys, the rule is don't friend a judge unless you want to endanger your client's cases. The more difficult area perhaps comes up with regard to friending clients, friending witnesses. I personally think that Facebook is something that attorneys should kind of keep close to the cuff. Friend colleagues, professional colleagues, friend your family and your friends. But I would avoid using Facebook to associate with people where there is any possibility of a conflict coming up at some point down the road. Perhaps LinkedIn is a little bit safer, but because of the kind of personal and direct nature of Facebook, I advise people to avoid friending anyone with whom there is the potential for having a conflict of interest somewhere later on.